Hi everyone, if you are new to this channel, in this series of going solo videos I am using the final mission of the Dragon's Gambit campaign as a test bench for different mechs, variants and weapon loadouts. This is because this mission presents a good opportunity to explore different tactics, and also I am going into this battle by myself without taking any of my Lancemates with me, so we could better see and compare how each mech survives and performs in exactly the same kind of scenario. Today's mech in question is going to be one of the most iconic mechs of the BattleTech franchise, which is the Orion. The Orion. It's often being referred to as a poor man Atlas. Well, at this point, as you can see, even in this career, I am not exactly a poor man. I am not a poor man. I can afford buying any Atlas, any real Atlas that I want, and as a matter of fact, I have a bunch of real Atlases in my collection. If I am not mistaken, I have like 26 of them in total in this career. Different variants, including a melee variant. The only one that I don't have in here is the AS7-K, simply because it hasn't been produced yet as of the year of 3039. It will appear later in the campaign. But anyways, I digress. Perhaps the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because Orion isn't necessarily a poor man Atlas. It is the Atlas's predecessor. It's Atlas's predecessor, and it was the mech which actually inspired the Atlas's design. It was piloted by the legendary General Kerensky, the one who was actually responsible for the request and somewhat like a design of the Atlas. And to see what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and quickly take a look specifically at this AS7-D variant. Let me actually load the original stock loadout, what it comes with, because the other one, it was like my modification, which I've shown you many times on this channel. But anyways, this is what it's originally coming with. That's the weapons. So we've got 4 medium lasers, 1 LRM-20, which is the large missile slot, the SRM-6, which is a medium missile slot, and then 1 large ballistic slot used for the AC-20. So this is the original AS7-D variant. And now let's go ahead and take a look at this Orion to see what it's got in common. So let me actually load the original loadout, and as you can see, this is pretty much a diminished Atlas. Instead of 4 medium lasers, it's got 2 medium lasers. Instead of medium missile slot, it's got small missile slot in here. And the only thing that it's got in common is the large missile slot, because LRM-15 is the large missile pod. But it's LRM-15, not LRM-20. Again, there is a diminishment. And this is a medium ballistic slot, which is used in here for the AC-10. So this is the original stock loadout for the Orion ON1-K. This was the mech which inspired the design of the Atlas, which I've just shown you. It is much older mech than the Atlas. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what I've done to modify this mech. So this is my loadout. At a first glance, this may look like a downgrade, but hear me out here. Because the reason why I decided to go with the LRM-10 instead of LRM-15, I mean, and then I've downgraded that AC-10 to the AC-5 burst fire, is because I wanted to increase the amount of armor and the amount of ammunition, which is extremely important, especially for the mission of this kind, like this last mission of the Dragon's Gambit campaign, where we will encounter a lot of mechs. But I don't necessarily view this as a downgrade, I actually view this as an upgrade, because look, in the original one, you see we've got only 2 tons of LRM ammo, and this LRM-15 is going to consume it crazy fast. Okay, it's not gonna be enough for this mission. Same true for this AC-10. 2 tons, it's like 80 rounds total. It's not gonna be sufficient for this kind of mission. So for that matter, this is what I had to do. Besides that, as you can see, I've allocated the armor. First of all, I maxed it out on the torso in the arms, as you can see, maxed out in the head. And not just that, I've also allocated everything more towards the front, especially towards the center torso, because the center torso, when it comes down to the Orion chassis, this is like the most vulnerable part, which attracts most of the enemy fire. So this is something to keep in mind. For that matter, I wanted to max it out in here as much as I could. Alright, then the only compromise which I had to make, I had to shave off 6 points of armor of the legs to be able to carry all of this ammunition. Then, you know, from my experience, these 2 single hit sinks in general are enough. Not that it's gonna be running super cold, it won't, but the heat is going to be manageable. It's going to be manageable. Yes, you can overheat it if you're not using it wisely or carefully, but there is nothing that you cannot manage. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine as is. So as far as the ammunition goes, as you can see, we've got 4 tons of AC-5 ammunition, which should be enough. You know, it's like 320 rounds in total. That's plenty. SRM ammunition, it's going to be like 3 hold on a second. How much is it gonna be? So 320. Yeah, so it should be something like 160 rounds of SRM-4, which is great. Actually, never underestimate SRM-4. That's a pretty formidable weapon. It does plenty of damage, as you can see, 13.44 points of damage, which is pretty good. And then we've got this LRM-10. We will never use this up in this mission. I doubt that it's gonna happen. Anyways, so this is my loadout. Let's go ahead and see the upgrades. The upgrades are pretty simple. These 2 are of my standard upgrades: internal structure and armor reinforcement. This goes for the increased firing rate, and this is just to help it a little bit with the heat management, because we, like I said, we've got only 2 single hit sinks. This is, by the way, you know, it's a great loadout for like early in campaign type of mission. As you can see, I don't have even any double hit sinks in here. Alright, then let's see the weapon groups. Nothing fancy in here. As you can see, the lasers are shot in pairs, autocannon in single, and then the missiles are in singles. Pretty much straightforward. Anyways, well, Well. So, we've survived this mission, obviously, when we've used this AS7-D. This was my first video of this series going solo, where I used this Atlas. I think it was like something, if I can remember, it's 17 or 18 mechs in total that we've done, and we didn't lose any component. Everything, you know, was in place, just an armor damage. It handled very well that mission. That was my very first video of this series, of this going solo series. Now it's time to see if we can survive this mission using this mini Atlas. Let's see if it's gonna work. Let's see if the mini Atlas, or as they say, the poor man's Atlas, is gonna cut it. Let's go.
Attention. Prepare for BattleTech departure. Warning. Hangar doors open.
And of course I will try to be very careful. Because remember, this is not the assault mode. You don't have that kind of armor.
Commander, your task is simple. Drive out the remaining Knights of St. Cameron by any means necessary.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. It's Liberation Day. For the Combine!
For the Combine.
New target.
And all the families we've lost. And the ones that remain.
Target
You
acquired.
speak like victory is inevitable, but there's one problem. You now face Alistair and the Knights of St. Cameron. The true believers will not rest until the entire Combine is liberated from their real oppressors.
New target Griffin.
Seems you're in the dark. You fight for the oppressors. And you fight alone.
Incoming.
Lies! It seems that you have a hunger to die. Don't worry, we will accommodate you.
Identified Knights of St. Cameron crossing into the target area.
Unleash hell!
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. New target Jägermech.
That mech is heavily damaged.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
We have to approach very carefully this slot. This thing can shave off a lot of armor. Let's get rid of this as a first priority. I wanna get closer pretty much into his minimum range. Actually, you know what? I think gonna go because it's already so
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
done. Alright. Now I feel much better with this gun. Let's work on this grasshopper. Yeah, what I like about this build is that I do not have to worry about running out of ammunition. The firing rate is great. It's much greater than the original configuration. So I don't feel this build as a downgrade. This is an upgrade. Sometimes using a smaller weapon can really be an upgrade actually.
Target destroyed.
Okay, what else is out here? They're all running around here, but I don't see any enemies.
Target
Ah,
acquired.
okay, there we go. Tanks.
Target destroyed.
What's going on in here? Anybody here? Aha.
New target
Yes, there is
Orion.
something.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, that's the same variant as me, except it's configured differently. It's configured. Same game.
Reporting significant damage to Mech structure.
Target destroyed.
There he goes.
New target awesome. Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Ah, that's the other Orion.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Incoming missile. Critical.
Yes, you can see we are running a bit hard at this point, but that's because, you know, I've been shooting non-stop like crazy, so I do need to cool down a little bit. Yeah, that's another Orion, same variant as me. Yes, you can see it's a little hot, but we are cooling down. Let me actually, you know, stand a little bit. One place, just cool down. Right, now let's go back. Warm. Back armor.
Target destroyed.
Weak. Alright, so I'm sure there will be more Orions. So so far we've destroyed 2. I think there will be some more of this. ON-1-K. Okay, well, let's see what else is out there. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay, where is he running to?
New target Archer.
Archer. Yeah, that thing is dangerous. That thing is dangerous. So let's work. Let's get into the minimum range of his LRMs and, you know, start. Yeah, that guy, you know, who was shooting at him wasn't very smart. He needs to get close to him. Close range for self-defense it's got only 4 medium lasers.
Incoming! More night units hitting the ground!
Surrender
Okay,
while
yes, so
you
we
still
get
can.
more
We've come too far to
enemies.
surrender now!
Let me actually go ahead and attack them from the ambush. I don't necessarily want to expose myself, especially to any long-range missile launchers. So let's be careful. So let's see. Yeah, that single friendly guy isn't very smart, you know. Yeah, as you can see, there is another Orion, another -K. I can't really get a lock on them from this distance. Let's check the other side.
New target Assassin. Incoming missile.
Let's work on this small guy
Target
first.
acquired.
Oh, there is a catapult.
New target Catapult.
They like to fly a lot. Well, I mean, that's his quest defensive tactics. He doesn't have a lot of armor, so that's understandable. But it's not the same.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, there is another Orion. See, it's very, very common mech actually.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, you see their center torso is
Target
like the
acquired.
most vulnerable part. Oh, Victor, with this AC-20. Let's get rid of this AC-20 first and then we'll deal with him. Okay, there goes his AC-20.
Incoming
Let's
missile.
disarm him. Yeah, so his weapon systems are down.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, the Marauder. The Marauder. Yeah, have to be careful with this thing. I don't wanna get stuck and I don't wanna hit these NPCs. It's actually lagging.
Incoming missile.
Their
Target
legs are weak.
destroyed.
My armor on the right leg isn't in the greatest condition, so I have to be more careful now. Let's see, it's that catapult who was. Yeah, I can shoot missiles all day long. I don't have to worry about running out of ammunition. That was my whole point behind this loadout. So we have to approach that catapult really, really carefully now. It seems like this guy is working. By the way, who is this? Oh man, it's the grasshopper. He's in a horrible, horrible shape. Look at this, look at this. He's not gonna survive much longer.
Target acquired.
He's got only LRM-5. What should I do? I don't necessarily want to get too close, because this is sort of like an open area right there.
It's pointless.
Might have to take some LRM shots from here. Because I just don't want to go into that open field kind of area.
Finish you off.
You're blind to reality. Your allies have abandoned you.
His center torso is not in a very good shape. You can see I'm shaving off his armor. Why am I not using a AC-5 burst for
Tracking more
repair
night
gear?
units setting down, Commander.
Man,
They're
I
advancing
forgot
from the back
that
of
I
the
have
perimeter.
this. I've tested so many
Destroy them!
mechs and builds that sometimes I just forget
Our skill in battle
which mech I am piloting and I forget which
We've
weapon
already
I
fought a war of attrition.
have.
This is nothing.
It doesn't happen very often, but it does every once in a while. Okay, here they come. Four of them. I wanna stay somewhere in this, you know, more like... This is actually one of my favorite locations in this game, you know, trying to attack targets from the ambush like this. You know, using this, this hill to cover.
New
It
target
worked well
Banshee.
on that catapult. It's
Target
hard
acquired.
to get a steady lock from here. Let's get closer. It's just refund. Banshee, that stupid variant. I mean, it's stupid, but it can take a hell of a lot of beating.
Target acquired.
Actually, as a matter of
That
fact,
mech is on our kill
I
list.
better
You know
work
what to do.
on the Zeus or the Thunderbolt, because that Banshee doesn't have as much firepower as this guy. Yeah. Ground. Ah, he's coming after me. Okay, okay.
Target acquired.
No, I shouldn't be probably facing him. I should be avoiding. Okay. Come on, go, go,
Target
go.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Course, I'm not really afraid of weaker center force.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, my
New
leg
target,
is
Thunderbolt.
not in a very good shape. Let's be honest. The armor is gone. But so far it appears like this is probably the last thing.
Area secure. We've neutralized all St.
So
Cameron
that was
forces.
the last thing from this wave.
Picking up another heat signature in the
Let's
vicinity.
see what else is out
You
there.
all refuse to die. So be it. I will kill you myself.
Yeah, that must be the final
It
wave.
appears you have a
It's
hunger
the
to
main
die.
guy talking.
Don't worry. We will accommodate you.
Let's use the thermal
Then
vision.
what are you
Yeah.
waiting for? Come on.
You see, AC5 burst fire has no problem hitting targets from far beyond the sensor detection range. So
New
just
target,
stop working.
Victor.
Start working. Start working on whatever we can get a lot on. Then more.
Incoming missile.
Yo. No. That's the longbow throwing those awful missile blasts at us.
Target acquired.
That's the main guy.
Visual confirmation of hostile forces.
He's got resistance. It's not
Confirm. Enemy
It's
mech
already
responding to you.
He's the big warrior. Yeah, you see, he almost never misses. Ah, his center torso, as you can see, is in a pretty bad shape already.
Critical hit.
Yeah,
You
there he
got it.
goes. Let's now work
Target
on this.
acquired.
Can't be over. It can't be over.
This Orion.
It's
This is, by
over
the way,
for you.
same Orion as me. That's okay. It's kind of annoying, but I'm never afraid of this. PC-20 is gone. But he still, you know, has SRM-4, which is a pretty formidable weapon. Okay, never underestimate SRM-4. And I piloted Victor in this mission as well.
Target
It did
destroyed. Incoming
actually fine in this mission, thanks to the good tactics. But it's still my least favorite assault mech. I just don't get it. Okay, who else is out there? So we've got Awesome, Victor, and now it's that longbow there. Okay, well, let's go after him and shoot him with everything we've got. No, it's not the last. It's that
Target
Orion.
acquired.
Ah,
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I've lost a leg. Crap, I should have been more careful, you know, approaching that longbow. I started hitting him
Victory
too
will
soon.
echo across
Okay,
the
they
combine.
finished off this
Let it give
Orion.
hope
Yeah,
to all our people and
that
loved
was my
ones.
mistake, which is
In our
actually, I
homeland,
have to admit,
in our
it's
way
a
of
pretty
life,
stupid
will carry on
mistake
for years to
that
come.
I've done. You know, I could have
Your
not
efforts here
lost
will soon
any
be forgotten, Commander.
components,
We
but
could not have prevailed here
I
without
did
you
because
at our
I
side.
didn't approach
Tronic
that
Prime is free,
longbow
but plenty
carefully.
of
I
fight
should have
remains.
gone into his
There is no telling where the next conflict
into
may erupt.
his minimum range.
Return to your
his
ship
LRMs.
and conduct a full repair cycle.
Yeah, but
will be in
anyways,
touch to
you
update
see,
you on the state of
this
things.
this mech actually did very well in this mission. You know, this build. this build. And it's also a pretty affordable build too. As you can see, I didn't have any double hit sinks. We actually salvaged one of these. The same kind of mechs. Yeah, okay, let's see what's 18 mech kills. 18 mech kills, which is, you know, the number comparable to that Atlas. That very first Atlas, you know, in the first video of this series, which I've done. Except with Atlas, I did not lose any legs or, you know, any components. I still had a bit of armor left, but, you know, this is Atlas, and here actually I could have done a bit better had I been a bit more careful. It was mostly due to that last stupid mistake which I've done approaching that last longbow, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Still, it survived and it performed very well. I like the range of this mech, you know, that AC5 burst fire, LRM 10, and I don't remember how much ammunition I had left, but you see, I had plenty of ammunition to complete a mission like this. For some other mission, perhaps I could have used a bit less ammo and maybe additional install additional heatsink, because there was a moment where I was kind of like overheating, but that was because I was shooting non-stop, pretty much all the weapons non-stop. There were a lot of mechs around, so it's just, you know, that kind of situation. But other than that, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Let's see what are the damages. Obviously, like I said, I've lost a leg. Yeah, this leg is gone. Let's see what actually what the repairs are gonna cost. Yeah, it's like almost $500,000 to repair, but that's okay. It's not like I don't have any money. So leg, myomer repairs, yeah, so they've got into myomer and the structure, yeah, those things are tough to repair. And then structure on the left torso, right torso structure, right leg structure as well. I mean, yeah, obviously that's, yeah, same thing. Okay, and then everything else is pretty much just an armor, which is not a big deal, which is, you know, the regular thing. Anyways, it worked. It worked. It definitely worked. Pretty good number. It's a pretty good and versatile mech, I would say. I wouldn't necessarily call it as my all-time favorites, because, you know, in the heavy mech category I have pretty much, you know, 3 all-time favorite mechs, which were Warhammer, Marauder, and perhaps the Black Knight, specifically the Starlink era variant. Not the Succession Wars downgrade, but the Starlink era variant. So 3 all-time favorites within the heavy mech category, but this one is very good. This one is very good, I should say. You know, it's like it's nice, versatile mech. I wouldn't necessarily call it a jack of all trades and master of none. No, not at all. It's actually pretty good in many different areas. As you can see, it's very good thanks to these 2 weapons at a long range, and then thanks to these 4 weapons combined, it's pretty good at a close range as well. It's kind of like, again, speaking of this Atlas, you know, pretty much the same thing here with this Atlas. You know, it's pretty good at both long and close range. It's like one of my all-time favorite mechs of all time, like within the assault mech category. Yeah, but other than that, you know that Orion is pretty durable. I mean, if you configure it properly, again, if you like allocate the armor. But then, you know that mission though kinda made me questioning a bit my decision as far as the leg armor is concerned, because you see, I shaved off 5 points of armor. What if we increase it all the way to the max? Because, you know, I've lost that leg. Yeah, actually, maybe then instead of this 1 ton of LRM ammo, how about if I use LRM half an ammo, okay? You know, this is just, you know, a few points left to the tonnage limit, which is okay, because you see, this LRM ammo is plenty for LRM 10. Yeah, maybe this is what I should actually do in the future, yeah. I should probably max out all the armor on the legs. Yeah, everywhere, max it out everywhere, yeah. I like it. I like this build. I like this build a lot. Anyways, well, this is it for this video. I hope you've learned something today. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I will be curious to know your thoughts on this build. Well, I guess this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time.